turn on the video to interact with us。但是如果他们觉得不想让那个 YouTube 上面的人看到的话，就是也可以关闭自己的视频。然后上次结束之后，有人跟我
Harry，
你好啊
Hello Harry，
哎
你
，Harry，
好，
又见面
啊
了。
Harry，Harry，给你开始上课了吗？
开始上课这些已经对啊，
哎呦，你又回来上课啦？哦，欢迎欢迎。
谢谢，所以我早一点呢，现在或者
对，我们还有几分钟，那没关系
，1分钟啊，对，没问题。如果你要准备一下，
我没关系，我们可以聊天。
好啊，
对，哎，你跟 Harry 上课还好吗？
跟
你的同学是 Harry， 对，亨利，你的同学是亨利，是 Harry，
亨利克，对啊，但是其实亨利克，但是其实我们现在我跟我觉得是 Amy，我上课一般跟亚彤和 Henry，我觉得我上课不是今天，但是我忘记是哪里，也有一个 Henry，和我是亨利克。就给我们EDR 的问题，这就是我跟等一下，就是安娜，我
安娜是你
上课
的老师安娜
是我的老师，安娜，但是安娜和我们也有 Henry 和我觉得亚彤，我觉得就是他们就是别的学生啊，但是
3个同学
，3个学生。现在3个学生，因为我现在参加，但是之前他们就是2个学生。
所以你加入了他们，你是新的。
对啊。但是其实我们有一点的问题，因为我的名字是亨利克，他的另一个学生的名字是亨利，所以差不多一样。对啊，所以我想一想，可能需要改变一点我不知道。
没问题，可以都有中国的名字。我们看到有新的人进来是Ivana，对吗？Ivana，你好。
嗨，你好。
你好。
Ivana，你在哪里呢？
我在罗马，意大利。
你在罗马，意大利。
对不起，我的中文不太好，所以
不太好吗？你学了多长时间？
我觉得很不错
，3年了。
3年了。3年。
但是我的口语没那么好。
你的口语没那么好，
你可以和我们一起练习
谢谢。
对。这还有 David， 你好 David。
我看到有人去了别的地方。
我们别的地方有学生吗？
对，他们去了别的 Zoom， 我让他们过来。
好的。好，我们今天也会在 YouTube Live， 对，我们也有其他的别人也可以看我们今天的活动。那你们来的比较早，我想问问你们知不知道有什么有名的中国女性？
当然知道。我可以说一下。所以对我来说，我觉得武则天一定是我觉得最有名的中国女人。然后李清照，然后妇好，都是我觉得在中国历史很有名的女人。当然有4大美女，但是那个是别的故事。
对，4大美女也很有名。对。
对。
Hello Sarah。 ，Hello，李美霞，你们好。
你好。
Carolyn，大家都在哪里？Hello Seppi，Hello Lina，
Hello，
你好。
你好。
好，Lina，你在哪里？
我在雅典，德国。
德国。哦，现在应该是德国的下午。
对。
好，那今天是我们叫38妇女节，先祝我们今天来的女生妇女节快乐。好像今天我们来看看有几个男生，有我，有
Henrik，
还有 David， 哦，对，好，今天我们是妇女节，所以我们今天会讲和一些中国有名的女性。那大家也可以想一想，你们知道是哪些中国的女性？你觉得她很有名？对，就刚才伊妈妈说了很多啊。那今天我也会讲一个中国的女性是武则天。今天我会讲到武则天，因为对于大家来说，武则天真的特别有名，而且特别有影响力，very influential to Chinese culture。Hello，木兰，对，木兰，对，木兰是大家都知道的一个中国角色，对，木兰，所以大家都有看《木兰》这个电影吗？还有 Carlo，Carla，好久不见，Carla。对，所以大家今天说的这些角色，我都会和大家讲。那我想问一下，大家喜欢《木兰》这个电影吗？
很喜欢，
很喜欢。你喜欢那个动画片 cartoon 还是真人？
其实两个，我喜欢，
可能动片，因为我有一只猫，它叫木薯，因为很可爱，很好笑，所以。
那你很喜欢木兰。Seppi 没有看过，那 Seppi 可以看一下，我觉得还是很好看。我每次更喜欢看电影。好，那 Emily 那边大家都来了吗？
还有2个学生在另外一边，我正在跟他们说，还有美玲，有美玲
去到那边了。
对，美玲要过来，还有Oksana 也在另外一边。
好的。OK， 那我们再等2分钟，然后我们就开始。对，刚才我们大家说，我们今天会讲到武则天，然后我们今天也会讲木兰。对，这2个都是在中国历史上很重要的女性。那我们今天也会讲2个现代的女性。好，那我们就准备开始了。那我们今天会双语。It's going to be a bilingual event today, and I will be speaking English. Like you guys before, you saw you attend to the event. I always speak Chinese, but today I will be speaking English, and Emily will help me to translate in Chinese.
对，我说中文，所以大家要看看能不能听懂我的中文，好不好？
好。那我们今天首先sorry, speaking Chinese has becoming a habit. Okay, so first of all, I want to say welcome everyone for joining us for today Women's Day online event. So today it's going to be like full of stories. And of course, if you because these are stories, it's already happened. Everybody has like different opinions about what they did, something good, something bad, and you can also share your ideas and opinions in the chat box.
对，非常欢迎大家来参加今天的活动。今天我们会说一些中国女性的故事。如果是故事，大家有不同的想法、看法，所以Dan会说 Goist 老师们的一些想法，你们也可以说说你们的想法。
Okay, thank you. And the first female character is going to be Wu Zetian, the only empress in China. So, like you guys already have how many of you guys know Wu Zetian? Have you ever heard stories of her?
我们看到有一个 Ivana 知道，对不对？然后看到 Sarah 点头。
知道很多都知道。
也点头，对。所以我们第一个故事是武则天的故事，她是中国历史上唯一的一个女皇。
She's the only one, and we in China we have to learn, like she's in our textbooks, so we learned a lot of stories about her. But you know, before I wasn't very interested in this in Wu Zetian. Because but after when I was making this PowerPoint, like to list out something that she's done, and I started to dig a little bit deeper and to learn more stories about her. And now I don't know how I feel about her anymore. So you guys can feel free to tell me how you think of her. So first, first I want to say that Wu Zetian, actually, as we all know, she started as a concubine of the emperor. We call it 唐太宗。
对，就武则天的故事，我们从小在历史书上学习，所以我们从小就知道她的故事。在准备这个活动以前，丹老师不是特别喜欢武则天，但是他在准备以后他看了很多武则天的故事，现在他的心情有点复杂，所以他也想知道你们听了这些故事对武则天有什么新的看法那首先武则天她是皇帝唐太宗的她不是他的皇后她是他的一个宠妃。
So yes. So she started like a low rank concubine, not like a high level. So she doesn't really have good relationship with Tang Taizong. And I read the story about how she became the concubine because Tang Taizong went to her hometown to visit. And he heard that this Wu Zetian, Wu Zhao, she is quite pretty, but she was only 14. So he was like, the Tang Taizong just think like, okay, she's pretty, she's gonna be my concubine. So before he decided that, they didn't even met.
所以武则天她其实是唐太宗的一个妃子，而且她的地位不是很高，是很低的一个妃子。唐太宗让她做妃子的时候，其实她只有14岁，是因为唐太宗听说这个叫武则天的人，她很漂亮，所以他就决定我要她当我的妃子。可是他们其实没有见过面。
So after that, she followed the Emperor Tang Taizong to the palace. And then Tang Taizong, she spent 12 years there, but she didn't develop a good relationship with the emperor. So she's still like a low-rank concubine. but she started to have like some fling with Tang Taizong's son. So they've been having something like underneath, like so they have a kind of good relationship.
所以他和唐太宗在一起12年，可是他并没有得到唐太宗很多的喜欢，所以他一直是地位非常低的妃子。但是很有意思的是，他和唐太宗的儿子关系非常好，好像有一些感情了。
对 ，and so after Tang Taizong died, and so like according to the rules, those concubines, like the concubines who doesn't have any kids, of the emperor's kids, so they will be sent to Buddhist nunnery. So of course, Wu Zetian doesn't like the emperor Tang Taizong doesn't like her that much, so she doesn't have his kids. So she was sent to the Buddhist nunnery, and she spent like a few years there. And one day, Tang Taizong's son Tang Gaozong like went to the Buddhist nunnery to pay respect to his dead father, because now he's the emperor, and so they met again.
所以在中国，如果你皇帝去世以后，如果你作为妃子，你没有孩子，你不可以留在这个宫里，这个 palace 里面，你要去一个寺庙。在唐代的时候，那武则天她和唐太宗没有孩子，所以唐太宗去世之后，他被送到了这个寺庙。但是有一天很巧，新的皇帝唐高宗他去了这个寺庙，所以他和武则天又见面了。
Like we remember, they had fling, but during the Tang Gaozong still in the throne, so they started to connect to each other. And I have a question for you guys. Do you know how many concubines does an emperor have?
大家知道一般来说，一个皇帝他会有多少妃子吗？100
As much as he likes.
Yes, that's true. Almost says 100. Okay, so we we say that the emperor has like 后宫佳丽3000, like 3,000 concubines and wives, like 3,000. Yeah, so that's just like a saying that means like he has a lot, but normally they have like over 100. Like some of them the emperor didn't even meet, so he has them, but he doesn't even like know how they look like. So yeah, that's how it works. And the funny thing is, Tang Gaozong, the new emperor Tang Gaozong, and he likes Wu Zetian very much, but she was in the nunnery, but he has empress consorts. Is that how you call them? Like emperor consort. So he has that, and but she doesn't have any kids. If you are the consort but you don't have kids, then you probably gonna be like sent to sent to a lower rank, because you cannot give the emperor the heir. So yeah, the consort at the time asked like the emperor Gaozong like to get the Wu Zetian back to the palace. So because she has something going on, because like she has like over 100 concubines and wives, and so they are fighting like secretly, like I want to be emperor's favorite, so they're secretly fighting. So the consort wants someone to come to the palace and to team up with her to fight against other concubines, the other the famous Lady Xiao Fei.
所以唐高宗他有一个宠妃，然后这个宠妃她没有孩子， 所以他非常的焦虑。那同时唐高宗他有另外100多位妃子，那这个妃子他就想利用武则天的能力来帮助他去和其他的这些妃子去争宠。那当然其中最重要的一位妃子叫做萧贵妃，她觉得武则天很厉害，可能武则天如果从这个寺庙回到这个宫中，这个 palace 回到这个 palace， 她就可以就是帮助她一起来对付这个萧贵妃。好，不好意思，这是另外一个学生在另外一个 Zoom 里面。
Okay. Sorry. So that's what happened, and the new emperor Gaozong take Wu Zetian back to the palace, and they had fling. They like each other. So soon after, Wu Zetian has a son. And then after, like a year after, Wu Zetian had another daughter. But Wu Zetian is a very ambitious woman, so she always advised her husband. The other wives, they're just like in the palace and hanging out, like enjoy their life and being pretty and waiting for the emperor. But Wu Zetian is not. She's like very ambitious. She always advised her husband, the emperor, like on the matters of the policies and on all different kinds of matters. So like soon after she got like a big power and also some influence in the court.
所以很快武则天她就回到这个宫里然后第1年她生了一个儿子，第2年她生了一个女儿但是和其他的妃子不太一样，武则天对政治对这个 politics 对这个政治非常非常感兴趣所以她非常有野心，她经常会给高宗关于政治上面的一些建议。
So like you guys saw what I wrote here, that she killed her own. Oh, sorry, like typo. She killed her own daughter. She killed her own daughter. How did that happen? Because remember the consort, like who asked the emperor to get her back to the palace, and because she still doesn't have a kid. One day she went to visit her and the kid, and the newborn princess. So the consort really loves the kid, likes the kid and having fun with the kid. And then after she left, Wu Zetian killed her own daughter. Then after that, like soon, like the emperor come back, and the emperor saw Wu Zetian is crying and being so sad. Like ask her what happened. So she said the consort killed my kid because she's jealous. So she killed my kid. So the emperor was really, really furious. So he started to have the thoughts about like getting Wu Zetian to be the consort instead of this one.
还记得有一位consort 是皇后还是贵妃来着？皇后对，还记得有那个皇后嘛，就是那个帮助武则天回宫的这个皇后她其实她没有孩子，然后在这个武则天生下女儿之后呢，她非常喜欢这个女儿她就来看她，然后有一天她又来看这个女儿然后她离开之后呢，武则天觉得这是一个很好的机会她可以对付这个皇后，所以她就是真的能狠下心，她杀了自己的女儿，然后等皇帝来看她的时候，她就在那里哭，就很伤心然后说是这个皇后杀害了她的女儿。那当然皇帝就非常非常生气他就废掉了这个皇后，然后让武则天成为了新的皇后。
Now Wu Zetian is the consort, so she's the closest to, like, she's like very powerful. She's just like one man under the emperor, so she has the power as she's like very she has her own influence on the court. So after that, like Gaozong got sick, so he needs to rest. So he moved to another place. like another palace, to be quiet from all the politics and everything. So Gaozong put Wu Zetian in charge. So Wu Zetian is like the real emperor at that moment.
所以从此以后这个武则天她就真的成为了皇后。那皇后有很多权利她就在这个政治上有了自己更多的一些权利在这里。然后也非常巧的是，高宗他生病了，他病得很厉害，所以他要离开这个皇宫，去别的宫去休息。那武则天就代替了高宗开始统治，开始做一些这个政治上的一些事情那从此以后，她其实就成为了中国的女皇，一代女皇。
Yeah. So after she's in charge, then after soon after the Emperor Gaozong died from some disease, so they need to name a new emperor. So Wu Zetian put her first son, the eldest son, to become an emperor. But behind the emperor, the one really controlling everything was Wu Zetian, and her second son doesn't like that. So her second son is like a leader of a rebellion, wants to overthrow the Wu Zetian's power. So Wu Zetian catch the second son and exiled him to some remote place.
那高宗去世以后，武则天的长子最大的儿子就成了新的皇帝。但是这个长子其实比较的软弱，比较 weak 所以其实真正的他是这个长子其实是一个傀儡，所以真正的在幕后控制这个所有政治的其实是这个武则天但是武则天的儿子他就他觉得这个非常不对所以他就决定要反抗那武则天也就很快就压制了这个反抗，然后把他流放到很远的地方。
And the oldest son, the new emperor, also feel like a rebel. Soon after, he also want his own power, own influence. So he stood up to his mother Wu Zetian, and Wu Zetian wasn't happy about it. So Wu Zetian found a way to kill him.
然后这个大儿子后面也开始反抗，因为他不想当一个傀儡他想有自己的权利那武则天最后也是就杀了他的大儿子。
So so far, Wu Zetian killed two of her kids and exiled one. So that's how it started. And after the death of her oldest son, so a lot of people are supporting her. So she started to become the first and the only empress of Chinese history.
到现在为止，这个故事听起来都是非常的血腥，非常的 bloody， 非常血腥。因为武则天已经杀了他一个女儿、一个儿子，然后流放了一个儿子但是在这个之后呢，其实他的统治得到了很多支持。
So now let's talk about some accomplishments that Wu Zetian has. So Wu Zetian, first, Wu Zetian did a lot of bad things. What we said, she killed a lot of people, but actually, her own family, her sister, her brother, and her mother, all killed by her. And also some royal families who's not supporting her. She also got them out of the way. So these are the things what she did. She's ruthless and ambitious. So that's how people say. But she does do some really good things, have a really good influence in Chinese history. So the first thing is called civil service exam system. So this is literally almost 2,000 years ago, and they have this kind of exam system. So they don't want you to. They started to select the candidates through their education level and their capabilities, not just like you're a family of his, a family of hers, so you can become an officeholder. So it's different. So she started to open her mind to education.
所以武则天她是非常无情的一个人，她成为女皇，她杀害了非常多的人，但是武则天的政绩是非常非常有名的，她做了很多有益的事情，其中第一个最重要的是她成立了中国的选拔人才的这样一个机制。在这以前，你想要成为政府里面的人，你想要当官，就可能靠的是你的出身，你的家庭很好。但是从武则天开始，这2000多年以前，他通过这个考试就可以通过你的才华、你的智力来看你是不是可以到政府里面去工作。
Yeah, so this is the first good thing, and the second, I mean, this is something good to his time, to her time. So he maintained China's imperial sovereignty. So she expanded like some territories. Like she also there are a lot of northern countries and nomads. They're like fighting with the Han Dynasty, with his government, her government, because she is a woman. So a lot of like small countries want to take over some lands, but she stood up. She kept the land and expanded even more. She also have like more cultural influence over Japan and Korea and North.
所以另外一大功绩，武则天另外一大功绩是维护了中国的主权它不仅仅就是扩大了唐代的这个疆域，而且呢，它还对日本和韩国产生了很巨大的影响。
And the next one is very important, is economic development. And Wu Zetian really focused on agriculture. She thinks like people should have extra food in their home. So she reducted a lot of taxes from the farmers. So like before they take a lot of like maybe even like up to 50% of their products from the government, from their field, from the farmers and from their field. But Wu Zetian reduced a lot of the taxes, and people are living a wealthy life, and they always have extra. They're not starving, so they're happy about what she did.
武则天还非常重视农业的发展，就是她减轻了农民要交的这个税。以前可能这个税就是可能有50%，那他大大的减少了这个税，那让这个农民之后他也有足够的东西可以给自己使用。
As we talked about her, like she's a politician, she's an empress, she's a ruthless mother, but she also she's a poet. She wrote quite a lot of poems. She wrote some like articles, but it's not very famous. So, but she really values about literature and art. So during her time, she kept promoting the literature and arts, like let different people do different things. She's very open-minded about different voices and forms of arts.
对，武则天是这么无情的一个人，但是大家没有想到吧，她其实还是一个诗人她写了很多诗，当然不算特别有名，但是她非常非常重视文学和艺术，她非常开明她很推崇大家可以去在这个文学和艺术的领域上去进行比较多、比较自由的创作。
Yeah. So the last one So the last one where we're talking about is she supports women's rights. This because she's a woman, she knows the struggle. She knows how much she needs to sacrifice and to become who she was. So she really she started a lot of campaigns about like uplifting the position of women. And as I'm not sure, have you guys ever watched some like TV shows about Tang Dynasty? You will see the clothes are really different from other times, because like you can see people like women are showing their shoulders, even cleavage and everything, like because sexuality there back at that time is not what is shameful. So, and also people think like nowadays, like a lot of people think like skinny is a standard of pretty, of the beauty, but back at that time, like people have different like forms of body, and they also also prefer like people to be like a bit chubby is considered pretty.
所以武则天她自己就是一个女人，所以她非常明白女人的一些难处，她在提高女性的地位上做出了很大的贡献比如说，如果大家去看唐代女孩子穿的衣服，和中国其他的时候非常不一样就是女孩子穿衣服有很大的自由，你可以暴露一些你的肌肤就不会觉得是任何不好的事情。那再比如说，在中国很长很长的时间都要求女人非常非常瘦然后所以你不能吃很多东西，因为你要很瘦。但是在唐代你会发现，就是你胖一点，你丰腴一点更加是好看的。
Yes. So this is the first woman we're going to talk about today is Wu Zetian. She's a very controversial like a figure of character, because she did really a lot of good things and also some bad things. Yeah. So I mean that's the history. But the second one is the one that I think most people are familiar with is Mulan, 花木兰。
对，第一个武则天的话是比较有争议的一个女性，但是是一个伟大的有名的女性。那第二个我相信大家也都知道是我们的花木兰。
Okay, like before we started, we talked about there's a cartoon, there's a real person movie. So a lot of people watched it, and Mulan is well known in the West, like a Chinese character that is well known in the West. I mean, actually all over the world, thanks to Disney. So today we're going to talk about some stories about her. It's a little bit, I mean, she is a folklore heroine. So she's not in a lot of history books. She's in a lot of folklores and some like some novels and some books. So today, first, like let's talk about the stories of Mulan, and we're familiar, so we're gonna say it fast. And at that time, it's called the Northern Wei Dynasty, and like a lot of like northern nomads are like attacking China, so they need every family to send one man to fight in the front line.
所以木兰的故事更多的是出现在民间传说里面那我们就开始讲这个故事吧当时是在北魏的时候有一项征兵政策，就是每一个家庭你必须得派出一个人去当兵。
Yeah. She had a sick father and a very young brother in her family. So if she sent either of them to, I mean, her brother is not qualified to go to the front line, but her father, if they took her father, and he will die there for sure. That was she thought. So she decided like to disguise herself as a man, like to blending to train as a soldier instead of her father. So after 12 years there, and she become a skilled warrior. And as we know, like she was like so brave in the army with and she earned a lot of respect from her fellow soldiers. And after she served for like 12 years and fighting the battles, and also like after these 12 years, she returned, like finished, fulfilled her mission, and the emperor was very happy and wanted to award her for like a position, offer her a position in on the court. But Mulan refused because she has to go back home to take care of her sick father, and spend more time with her family because he's gone for over a decade. That's too long for her. So she needs to compensate her and honor her family.
所以木兰她的家庭，她有一位生病的父亲，然后还有一个非常非常年幼、非常非常小的弟弟。所以木兰决定自己乔装打扮成一个男子去参加这个战斗。那在这个战斗的10年当中，他赢了很多的战役，所以他收获了皇帝的嘉奖。皇帝希望他留下来当官，但是他拒绝了，是因为他想回到他的家乡去照顾他的父亲和家人。
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about some qualities about Mulan, because it's a Chinese folklore story and it has a lot of like Chinese values. So today I want to take a look at those values, and I think it's time for you guys to talk about it with me together. So the first thing that is what we're going to talk about is this. So, and before I prepare for this, I have no idea how to translate this word to English, because to me it's an idea, you know, like it's a character, and this is what I found is like the most accurate, like more accurate to this. It's filial. I forgot how to read it. Filial piety. Yeah, filial piety. So this is what Google taught me what xiao means in English, and I also checked it. I went back to check the movie. So the movie translated xiao to devotion to family. This phrase is easier for people to understand, and it's easy to understand, and also to me it feels like, yes, xiao is about devotion. Yeah. So you guys also heard about this word before, right? So is there anything like do you have some values like or words for xiao in your language? Sacrifice. Oh, that's okay. Lina?
In German, it would be kindliche Pietät.
Oh, okay. That's a good word. It's a long word, and it means also a similar meaning to xiao, right? Xiao. That's good. That's really good to know.
It's like child supporting the older ones.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's why I have like more words with xiao underneath. So we say xiao, and also we say xiaoshun. 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 We add one more character. This xiaoshun. Xiaoshun is shun means to obey. So in like ancient China value, xiaoshun your parents. Xiaoshun your parents is not just about supporting them financially, and also you need to obey. Like they told Mulan need to get married. They found the matchmaker. There's no way you can fight it, because not just about supporting, it's also about obeying. So this is xiaoshun. Xiaoshun, maybe to our like in modern days, maybe that's too much, but this is an idea, yeah, that we had like all along. I'll finish this page anyway.
没问题，这个我觉得这个可以就讲这个，对。
Okay, and also next word I have 孝敬。孝敬。孝敬 someone is like 敬 is to, it means to respect. So this 孝 you can add it with more words, and it has like more and more and deeper and deeper meaning. So we do after this 孝 we do have other words to say to talk about like more qualities about it. So do you have any words for like 孝顺, like not just supporting, do you also like obey your parents? Not okay, yeah, maybe this is a very Chinese idea, or in some other cultures they also have something like this. And yeah, this is one idea. So yeah, I'm not. I saw Emily says she's not a very 孝顺 daughter, and I think me too. I'm not a very 孝顺 son, but I think I respect, I 孝敬 my parents, but I'm not really like 孝顺 my parents. Yes, Sarah?
Sarah 想说什么？
I just thought of one in German, so maybe the German people agree. So gehorsam, maybe that's a word we always say. Kind of.
Okay, German.
丽娜觉得有吗？在德国有这样的词吗？
Sarah, can you repeat, please? What you said?
Gehorsam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
真的吗？因为我觉得现在在中国 modern days we don't even like her as like her kids as the like you actually really against this idea.
Yeah. Yeah. But I remember, like personally, my parents was like they were brainwashing me. Like they were like when I was a little kid, they were like, "Are you gonna grow up and become like a 孝顺 son to us?" They always ask me this question, and always say yes, but I didn't know I was lying back then. Yeah. So yeah, this is one idea, like very main idea about this movie and Mulan story, not movie, like this Mulan story. And the other three I want to show you, because in the movie I remember she stole a sword. The sword has three characters, like Zhen, Zhong, Yong, three characters. So these are the three qualities talking about Mulan actually. True, the first one, Zhen, means true. True is not about like but I mean she did lie about her she's not a man, she lied, so she wasn't true back there. But the true is talking about like when the emperor offered her the position, the compensation and everything, she refused. She decided, I want to go back home to be a real me, not like to serve here. And Zhong is loyal, like she's in the army, she's very loyal to the country and to her family. And Yong, she's very brave, like because she won a lot of battles. And also this story tells us a thing is about women's power. Because this is a folklore story, so a lot of Chinese operas have the story, have the stories and shows about Hua Mulan. So this is one sentence from Yuju, Henan opera. So it says, 谁说女子不如男? This is a sentence I think everybody in China knows. Yeah, and this is not a question. It's the structure is a question, so it's not a question. It's a sentence. It's a statement. Who says that? Who said that? So yeah. So this is one sentence. I think it's come out of this story is very strong. Okay, so guys, this is the second story of Mulan. So the third story, what I'm going to talk about this educator. So I'm not sure. Have you guys ever heard of him? Of her? Her name is Zhang Guimei. By the look of her, you can see like she's not a wealthy educator because she devoted herself to the remote rural area of China. So her story is like she was born in the northeast of China, but she went to a very, very beautiful place, Yunnan. Have you guys ever been to Yunnan? It's a beautiful border province.
对，第三个故事我们要讲的是一位老师啊，这个老师的名字叫张桂梅。然后你们可以看到她的照片，她的样子，她不是一个很有钱的老师。但是这个故事是就是 Goethe 所有的老师都是很喜欢很感动的，就这样的老师啊，可能是我们的我觉得在 to some degree 在某种意义上是我们的 role model， 是我们的榜样啊，是 Goethe 老师的榜样。然后他出生在中国的北方，但是他在哪里当老师呢？他在中国非常非常南的地方叫云南啊，非常漂亮，但是经济比较不发达，比较穷。云南，我看到Ahmed，他说他在云南住了差不多1年在那里做什么呢？Ahmed，你在那里做什么？
Yeah, Yunnan is a really pretty place. Like, if you guys come to China, except Shanghai, you have to go to Yunnan. It's beautiful, and yeah. So the story goes on. Like, she went there like to support the border regions, and after that she met her husband in Dali, like in a local school. And her husband, they only spent like 5 years marriage. Then her husband died of cancer. Then she thinks like this place, Dali, is too sad. Like when she's here, she always think of like her happy times. She always sad. She decided to move, but she moved to even like to like a far place, and it's a very impoverished county called Huaping. It's like in the mountains. Like there are a lot of mountains in Yunnan province, and this county is between the mountains. So you can see they don't have the access to go out. So the economy there is like what they plant, is what they eat.
所以他17岁的时候，他去，因为云南是中国的边境，就是 the border of China 所以他去支持这个边境的这个一些事务。在大理的时候，她遇到了她的丈夫然后他们成婚，那她就留下来在当地的一所学校当老师。但是很不幸，她的丈夫在90年代因为癌症cancer 癌症去世了，她非常非常伤心，所以她决定她要离开大理因为在这里她会想到她和丈夫在一起的美好的时光。那她去了哪里呢？她去了一个非常非常穷的小山村在很多山之间的一个小山村，叫做黄平。
So she went there. She started to teach in a school, and like one day, the story here is here. One day she was walking on the street, and she saw one girl looking over the hilltop, like over the mountains, like thinking and crying. So she went there and asked her like, what happened? Is everything okay? Do you need help? And she said, the girl said like, I want to go to school, but I cannot because my family has arranged me for the marriage. And that girl was like 16, 17 years old, and she's going to be married to this guy because they paid we call it 彩礼, like a bride price.
所以 他有一天他在路上遇到了一个小姑娘在那里哭泣啊，然后他就问她怎么了，然后这个小姑娘说我不能去上学，而且我很快就要结婚了，我的父母他们把我嫁给一个其他人，是因为这个人付了一大笔钱给我的家里，但是那个小姑娘当时就只有16、17岁的样子。
Yeah, but back then she was only a teacher. She couldn't do much to help. So she went home with her. So to talk to her parents about like how important the education is to a girl. Of course, her family didn't say anything. Like they don't want her to go to school. They have the money. She's going to be married. So they said no. But after she's been a teacher for many years, she has met so many girls just like her. But they have like all kinds of reasons. Like and she also had like some students. They show up to school like maybe for 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then they just disappear. And she has no idea where they went or what happened. So she went back to her students' home and to talk to the parents to see what is happening. So some like the girls, they need to drop off school because they need to pay their brother's tuition, and they need to get married. They need extra hands on in the field. They need need her to find another job and extra etc. So like she felt like the need of helping girls to education.
所以当时他决定就是跟这个小姑娘一起回家，去说服这个小姑娘的父母让她读书。那当然没有成功啊。以后的几年，他遇到了更加多的这样的情况，越来越多的小姑娘，她们来上学可能就几个星期，突然就不见了啊。那理由各种各样，有的是因为同样的，她们要嫁给其他人，让家里有一笔钱；有的只是她们觉得小女孩不应该上学，应该在家里帮忙做很多田里的工作。那这让她非常非常的难过，她下定决心要帮助这些女孩，让她们都能够上学。
Yeah. Actually, I think it's in early 2000, like 2001. She became like the president of Huaping Welfare Home, which is actually it is like a orphanage, like with like orphans. But she doesn't like the name, so she changed to the place to Huaping Children's Home. So she becomes the mother of that home. So everybody called her mother. Like she spent many years there, and she realized like how much she needs to do to help people. Like she found some girls there because they are girls. No, they don't want her. But they're here because like some like tragic stories of their family. They cannot like support another kid, or their parents died. So she felt the needs that she needs to help people, especially girls. So in 2006, she started raising money. She wants to found a school, like a free school for girls. So in 2006, like she gathered all the money to started the school called Huangping All Girls School, which is free.
2000年的时候，张桂梅老师她成为了黄平福利院的院长啊，然后她把它改了名字，叫做黄平儿童之家。对她，然后她希望她的孩子们可以叫她妈妈啊。然后她发现这些有很多他们是孤儿啊，有很多是孤儿，然后有很多他们是女孩子，是因为在中国很多地方还有重男轻女这样的观念，所以仅仅因为是女孩子，可能有些父母就不要她了。那还有一些是因为有一些很大的问题啊，就是真的是经济很穷，不可以养育那么多孩子，所以他真的决定他应该做一些事情来帮助这些女孩子，然后他去筹集了很多钱，终于在2006年的时候，他成立了一个女子高中，然后是招收女孩子来学习，而且完全是免费的，是不要钱的。
Yeah. So when she had money, she hired 17 teachers, but 11 of them, when they arrived to the school and see the condition of the conditions of the school, it's like it's a really, really broken place. So they don't want to work here. So 11 of them left. So they only have a few teachers left in the school to teach, but they still like pull it through, and people started to see what he's doing to like in education. So people are started to like they started to pay more attention to her, and she has more money. But everything she did, and she also won a lot of medals and prizes like for her devotion, like you see here, like she has these kind of medals and ribbons, but like she always attend, and she always gave a speech and just left, because when she attend to those events, she will earn, they will give her money, like they like so she can spend more money in the school. So, and also, like the kids in the girls in the mountains, they have weaker academic backgrounds, so they are fall behind like from the same age kids in other areas. So Zhang Guimei always spent extra time like to help them to catch up, like to like in China 高考, to prepare them for the 高考, for the exam, like to go to college.
对，所以张老师他有钱，他请了17位老师来这里工作。然后当这些老师来到这里的时候，他们都震惊了，就这个地方真的是非常非常的破，但是他们还是留下来工作了啊。然后因为这个越来越多的人知道了这个学校，知道了张桂梅的故事，他因此也获得了很多很多奖励啊。你可以看到，就是这张照片上他也挂着这个奖牌。那为什么他会很热衷、很喜欢去参加这些奖励，也去收获这些奖章呢？其实他不是为了自己，他觉得是因为参加得到这些奖励，就是这些现金他拿回来以后都重新投入到这个学校啊。另外的话，就是他还会用额外的时间去真的去帮助这些学生，因为他们的基础实在是非常非常的弱啊，所以他需要投入很多。
Yeah. So what she did, like she has a goal. Her goal is like never letting a girl fall behind in school. So that's her goal. So she always like put more, and as you see, like she also suffers from a lot of illness, and she has a bone tumor. When she walks, she needs people to help her. She needs like a cane to help her to walk. But all she wants to do is to help the girls to get out of the mountains, to walk out of the mountains and enter a college, to see a bright future ahead of them. So this is what Zhang Guimei is trying to do, and trying to help, like not just like about like how the universities are, like they need more money for like a new building. She just wants the kids to go out of get out of the poverty, the mountains, to see the world.
所以张老师的教学理念是，就是不能落下任何一个人啊。对他来说，这些所有的姑娘在这里学习，所有的女孩子在这里学习，都应该能够考上大学，走出大山啊。这是他的理念啊，这是他觉得教育是为什么非常非常重要的，因为他们可以离开这个非常穷的地方，去外面看一看，也可以再回来帮助这个很穷的地方。
Okay, so one sentence. Emily says like to come back and help. Actually, I have a sentence to show you guys. That's what she said. Okay, so first, let's say there are over 2,000 students walked out of the mountains, like and walked into a college. So that is what after Zhang Guimei helped them. So, and Zhang Guimei, I had a sentence here. That's her rule. She has a rule, like says like, don't look back. Just don't always think of this school. Don't look back after you left. So you just keep going, do more things. this school has me. That's what she meant. I will do my best to help these girls. And you go out, you to see the world, help the world do better things, do bigger things. That's her rule. So this sentence really touched me, how he really cares about these girls, not just like I help you and you come, you can't help me back, and this is what you want for you to have a future.
对，我觉得对，张老师有一句话，我觉得这个也是我也同意，让他的他的 value 是非常，就是他的理念是非常高的。就是虽然他投入很多在这个地方，他培养了这些孩子，对这些孩子有很大的恩情，但是他告诉这些孩子，是你出去以后，你不用惦记你不用惦记这个地方，你不用回头看这个地方，你不用想着你要回报这个地方或者回报我，你应该是勇敢的走出去，然后哪里你有更大的发展哪里有需要，你就应该去哪里。
Okay, so I want to also she has like some controversial like speech before, so I want to discuss with you guys. What do you think? Because you know, like after the story, like you know, like how much she puts into the school, into the girls' education, especially the girls in the school. So there's one girl like wrote back to her when like after many years, she graduated from college and finished her master's degree, and she told her like she is like a housewife, like a stay-at-home mom. Like after all the education, and Zhang Laoshi was like not very angry about what happened. So like people are like there is kind of like a debate in Chinese like a social media. So like being a stay-at-home mom, is it like really not that important? Like, you know, people are supporting like stay-at-home mom is also like it's harder than any job. And some people say Zhang Guimei spent like so many years like she's so devoted and devoted like her time, her money, her health into your education, and she wants you to do bigger things, and now you're staying at home like to help a small family, not like do bigger things. So what do you guys think? Like, what do you think? Like, is this woman stayed after all this education? Do you think like this student of this Hongping all girls high school? Oh, okay, Ivana.
Yeah, first of all, being a homestay mom, you should do it, then we can discuss it, because it's not that easy at all. So first of all, being a woman today, whether you're at home, whether you work, it's always much more difficult than for men. This is the first thing. Then after hearing her story, I guess that Zhang Laoshi gives them the education in order to give them opportunity. I give you more possibility. You can choose one day what you want to do with your life. If you want to go and have a career, it's okay, but you will have a choice. Without her school, that's my opinion. These girls don't have any opportunity, any choice at all. So for me, it's not the waste of time, the waste of education, the waste of money. It's just giving these girls the will and the power to choose for themselves. It's not their family, it's not their anyone else who can choose for them. They can be independent and choose whether to stay at home or go and live abroad, work here, work there, have a career or not. So that's how I get the idea of Zhang Laoshi, her idea of educating these girls.
Oh, very good opinion, like ideas. Thank you, Ivana. 谢谢. Oh, Sarah.
Yeah, I kind of feel it's like a little unfair. It's like saying also like regarding men, like you only get education when you actually do something with it then, but it could also be that, you know, the man like changes his mind, like wants to do something different or something like that. So I feel education should always be given, not just like it's not any less worth if the woman or man like changes their mind. So that's like what I think.
Thank you, very good. Thank you, Sarah. Any other people want to share? Like, what do you think about this? Okay, so so I will have a summary. So I think like I do agree with like people say like especially Ivana says like they're having like opportunities. Yeah. So like that's what's Zhang Laoshi offered. And but I do get Zhang Laoshi's like frustration because like she expects her student like to do bigger. Of course, like I understand her frustration, but yes, it's a it's a choice for the woman, and this is a debate like still going on sometimes. But overall, I think Zhang Laoshi is really a role model for all the educators. Yeah, so she's a woman and she knows how like important the education is, especially she's a teacher. And yeah, so this is the third story of the teacher, Zhang Guimei. And sorry guys, today is a bit long. It's a story, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I know that the time will be not very exact the same time as before. And so the last one is a scientist, like a Nobel Prize winning scientist, Hu Youyou. And her story is very interesting. And I don't think we have time to share much about her. But she is 93 years old, and she's still working. And sometimes, and I think she's a really good role model. And she's not, her story we will share on our website. There will be an article about all the women's we talked about and even more. And the last thing I want to share is she's not a very traditional woman for Chinese society or any society. She's a scientist, she works, and her husband is the one who supports her. But her husband is also he's an engineer, so he has a pretty good job. And but she's hobby and passion is like science, and she also she doesn't do any housework. She doesn't know how to do like what people expected like a woman to do or what a wife should do in a family, like what, especially in her age. But like modern days, it's fine. Everybody can do something like. But at her age, like she's not a very traditional woman. She's a scientist and she has a supporter. And in China, there's a sentence called 每一个成功的男人背后都有一个优秀的女人. It says like after behind each successful man, there's a amazing woman. But in her case, it's not about man or woman. It's just a successful person has a supporter. Yeah. And also, she has one sentence. It's very inspiring for the younger generation, especially this sentence is from someone people look up to. And she's 93, and I think most of her words are wisdom. Yeah. So, and this sentence is 人的一生要疯狂一次。无论是为一个人、一段情、一段旅途或一个梦想. So that's what she said. And people, she's not traditional, so she encouraged people to be to be themselves, like to take risks, to have adventures in life. So this is a woman not just about scientists, being like the science, being a scientist. She's also a woman for the younger, like a role model for a younger generation, like to be who you are. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is today's event, and we shared 3.5. Like the last one is like I didn't really share the stories about her, but go read the article. This woman is something you need to know. Someone you need to know. Yeah. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. And Emily.
对，我们最后一个是屠呦呦，这个很有名的一个科学家，他得到了 诺贝尔奖啊，所以我们今天没有时间很好的讲她的故事。但是对于很多现代的中国女性来说，就是她不仅是一个成功的科学家，她对生活对很多事情的态度也让我们很感动啊。然后我想就是。Responding to Zhang Guimei's story a little bit more, because I think as a teacher, she's really, she represents some part why I choose to be a teacher and why a lot of Goist teachers choose to be a teacher. We really believe in education can make a difference. And the thing about like one of her students became a housewife and she was furious in terms of like the verbally, like she said, like because the student get back and donated to the school, and she said, if you like, I didn't want to take your money and get out. I totally like agree. Like in our situation, like I'm also a mother. Like I have like I think being a caregiver, even for mom and dad, like especially like important to focus on family. But I don't think like. The reason why Zhang Guimei said something like that is because she knows that's not free of the choice for the woman. It's not she choose to be a housewife. Like after all those things, the high school things, like they're still, because remember that's a very poor village. People's like mindset, everything is still like they didn't even want to send their kids to school, right? Especially the girls. So she was like, I gave you all this, like I gave you the opportunity to choose, like don't give up that easily, right? Make like a fight even like more. So I think that's the background. So I don't think he's frustrated the student choose to be a housewife. The thing is like she knows she's not free of mind to choose. So she encouraged her to like be more, to be braver. So that's why I just want to add less. 对
Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you. I think like
I totally believe like
yeah,
老师 like all the teachers like for us become a teacher, the best fulfillment is like you open opportunity to others. Either it's like for people who are disadvantaged or who doesn't have the chance to know another new perspective of something. And I think that's really really beautiful. 真的这个是最棒的。好的。
Thank you. Yeah, and also and she's changing lives. Definitely, it's changing lives. Okay, thank you guys for coming, and for the further like female role model stories and articles, you can visit us our website to check more, and we will send you like a follow-up email like with some details and today's PowerPoints and the link to the stories. And also we have a YouTube video like sharing like how to describe a woman, like not just appearance and also the character, the qualities of a woman and their stories, how you can describe them in Chinese, and go see if you find some characters that you like. Yeah, they're from famous movies and TV shows. Yeah. And also, if you're interested in getting to know us more and better, and you can contact a person. Let's see. And she is our language consultant. She will help you, like you can book a meeting with her, and she will share her ideas and opinions, like what kind of course that will suit you the best, or what you can do to help yourself to improve your Chinese. And we will send her information to your emails as well. And hope you guys enjoyed today's event. And we will have more and more events. And I'm not sure if you guys got the email that we sent. Like I think you did. And we will have 3 more events coming in March and April. Sign up and join us, and hope to see you guys again. And if you guys are in China, we will have a trip to Hangzhou next week. Yes, next weekend. So if you want to join, and you can also contact us. Okay, I think that's for today.
Thank you. 谢谢老师们。
妇女节快乐！
妇女节快乐！
谢谢，拜拜。
谢谢，拜。
谢谢 Goodbye
再见。